And a first pitch strike on the inside corner. We are underway from Petco Park. And a comfortable 68 degrees at game time tonight.
Well, it was smoking out in East County, 90 plus in God's country out in Alpine.
Out back to the screen. Velez, a switch hitter.
You know, if you notice the Giants lineup tonight, Velez starting it off. I'm not sure Bruce Bochy has certain lineups that he'll dub a certain name, but I would dub this lineup the speed lineup for Bruce Bochy. Velez, Franzen, Sandoval, top three. They could scoot a little bit. Then you've got Molina, and then Randy Wynn, Fred Lewis, and then the number 8 spot, Burris. So they've got some guys who can run.
And Burris, their team leader with 10 steals, batting in that 8 spot. Line past Kuzminoff and into left field, and Velez on a 1-2 pitch singles to begin the game. Velez just his 3rd start of the season and begins it with a base hit.
Once again, I mentioned Chris Young pitching up in the zone, pitching down in the zone. That one is elevated outer half. And we'll have to keep an eye on Velez because as we speak, no stolen bases, no theft of the pillow this year for Velez.
Evan Franson, the shortstop. Runner takes off, and here's the throw by Hundley, but in with a head-first slide is Velez, and there is his first stolen base of the season.
Pretty good jump. Good pitch to handle. Not a bad throw, but I think it was the speed of Velez that made that stolen base successful. You know, even as we take a look at that shot, even if that throw was on base, on line, I don't know if they would have gotten Velez.
Out into right field, Giles. Velez bluffs the tag, and the throw, a good one to third base from Giles. 1 out. And Franson unable to advance the base runner.
A nice throw, nice setup by Brian Giles. Coming into the baseball, getting that momentum towards third base, catching, eyeing it, and then running in. Nice one hopper to Kuz at third base.
So Velez remains at second with 1 out for third baseman Pablo Sandoval. Well, the bad news for the Padres is this guy's bat is waking up. He has hit safely in 7 consecutive games. The average up to .314. A first pitch strike.
He is not afraid to swing that shillelagh, come out of his shoes. He can put a charge in one, no doubt. Yeah, and don't let his frame fool you. This guy's athletic. He can play first, he can play third, he can catch. In fact, he usually will catch Barry Zito.
Right. Gets jammed, pops it up down the right field side. Adrian nearing the stands. Looked like he was going to reach in, but it bounces out of play.
I thought Adrian may have had a chance as Chris Young tries to bury it right in the letters. Remember the first pitch of the at-bat called strike inside. He went right back in there, and Pablo cannot get extended. See, this is where now Chris Young has the advantage to have them chase. Chase up in the zone, chase down in the zone, bury that slider in the dirt. Or go right back inside.
Sandoval fights it off foul off the third base side.
The pitch was up near his hat. Hey, you think this one's out of the zone? Just a little bit.
The strike zone does not extend to your eyeballs?
Well, I wish it did.
He'd still be pitching, maybe.
Man, the strikeout total would be, what's the record? 383 by Nolan Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like 683.
Another 0-2 from Young. That drops low. The Padres come in at 16-22. 10 games behind the Dodgers. Giants 19-18, a game over. Won their last game against the Mets on Sunday night, but had dropped 4 in a row prior to that. It's hit in the air to shallow left center field. Backing up Burke. Now the shortstop called off, and center fielder Scott Hairston makes the catch.
Boy, look at this pitch. I think that one was higher than the last one. And how does he keep this ball fair?
I've no idea.
How does that ball not go back into the stands as Scott Hairston is taking charge? Yeah, you bet, Scotty. You're coming in. That's the best play. Get the shortstop out of there.
How he puts it in play, much less into the outfield,
yeah.
That play is remarkable.
That's amazing.
A pitch in that location. There's the catcher, Benji Molina. And you look at those numbers, 8 home runs, 30 RBIs. He leads all major league catchers in homers and runs batted in. When Zito and Chris Young hooked up in San Francisco in April, a game that went scoreless into the 10th inning, it was Molina off the bench with the pinch hit RBI base hit that won it in the 10th, 1-0. Otherwise, that game may still be going on.
And we know what those are like. Those games that just keep going and going and going.
Saturday night, 16 innings here. Padres have played a major league high 6 extra inning games this season already. And 1-4.
Well, it'd be really nice for Chris Young to get out of this inning with that single and stolen base and leave him stranded. Keep the pitch count below 15 or 16. He's thrown 14 already. Not that that's a big deal, but you like to keep it around 15 or so.
Three and 1 on Molina. Popped up on the left side. And the shortstop Burke onto the infield grass makes the catch. Now the Giants had Velez at second with nobody out and do not score. And the Padres are coming to bat. No score bottom of the first as the Padres come to bat. Here's a look at the San Diego starting nine tonight with Giles up top playing right field. The next nine, Hairston, Adrian Gonzalez, Kuzmanoff, and Chase Headley in left field. He's hitting .333 career against Zito. Hundley catches, then Burke and Chris Young. It's the San Diegan Barry Zito pitching for the Giants.
Well, one of the notable things about Barry Zito is that his velocity is up from last year. Not like it used to be when he was in the younger days in Oakland, but been pitching better. pounding the zone early in the count like that pitch we just saw. And the velocity up to, 88 in the upper 80s, whereas last year there was a few times it was mid to lower 80s. He's also known for that big looping curveball that he has, and he'll throw a changeup. I think one other big key for Zito is that he is throwing his secondary pitches 4 strikes. And what I mean by that is curveball, his changeup. But in order to do that, you have to get ahead in the count.
He's ahead of Giles here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zito lost his first 2 starts of the year. His first start came here against the Padres April 10th. He gave up 4 earned runs in 4 innings. Padres won that game 7-3. Then he lost at Los Angeles to the Dodgers, giving up 6 runs in 5 innings. And there with the breaking ball, fans Giles for the first out of the first inning. Here's a look at the Giants defense, brought to you by SD Storage, where $1 moves you in. Go to SDStorage.com to find a store near you today. Luis Velez win in the outfield. Sandoval without an error at third base, and we mentioned that he's very versatile. But even at the hot corner, has played flawlessly.
You can see the hip hop in his step. Guy who loves to play the game, has fun playing the game. He plays the game as if he's been around for 5-6 years. And as you mentioned, Mark, very versatile.
David Eckstein. It's one on the outside corner. 242, 318 on base, 10 RBIs for Eck. Zito gets ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Cy Young Award winner Tim Lincecum. For the final game of this series.
Lincecum's got it going, doesn't he? He's a rock star up there in the Bay Area. He's got the long salad working. Hey, if you've got it, flaunt it, right? That's my motto. Lucky kid. Full head of hair. You know what Bip Roberts used to call me?
Call you?
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Uncle Fester.
Towards short, coming in. Franson makes the catch.
Remember Uncle Fester from the Addams family?
Very much so. Uncle Fester did not sport a do like Tim Lincecum.
Just stick a light bulb in my mouth, I can light up a room.
2 away, bases are empty for Scott Hairston, the center fielder.
Here's the big unit, Randy Johnson. Had a chat with Randy before the ball game today. Get
deep left. Goodbye.
Upper tank.
5th of the year for Scott Hairston. 1-0 Padres. '18th run batted into the season for Hairston. We talked about how important it was to score early, take an early lead against the Giants. Hairston coming through for San Diego.
Let's see where this pitch is. It's right down the middle. And can I get a witness? Can I? Oh, yeah. And what was the magic number? 2. Let's see if the Friars can score 2 early. Maybe 3 and get ahead of these Giants. Oh, yeah. They got the ball dome working, too.
That gives Hairston now a 10-game hitting streak. Adrian fouls it away down the left field side.
Don't throw him a fastball in. Oh, he'll turn on it now.
It's the 3rd home run that Zito has allowed this year. And the first since April 27th. He had to go 4 starts to find his last home run allowed. Adrian grounds out to the shortstop Franzen, but Scott Hairston, his 5th home run of the year, has given San Diego the early lead. He found a pitch to drive and sent it out. 1-0 Padres.
Chicago Cubs at 7:05. Get there early for the 1984 NL Championship celebration and You'll want to be at the ballpark on Saturday, May 23rd, as we take on the Chicago Cubs at 7:05. Get there early for the 1984 NL Championship celebration and take home a Padres t-shirt.
You know what? I really can't improve on what X said, but I will continue. Don't miss the 25th anniversary of the 84 NL Champions. Plus, all fans receive a free Padres t-shirt presented by San Diego County Toyota dealers, and get there early.
You know what X should do? He probably does it anyway. He should be a motivational speaker.
Someday.
He's the next Anthony Robbins. He's going to have people doing jumping jacks and running marathons and triathlons and climbing Everest.
Hit hard by Wynn. That's fair. Past the bag and down the line. And Wynn motoring for second. Picked up by Giles. Knocked that gate open, and Wynn is going to stop at second base. Now, how do I shut this thing? You'll need some help in that area. There's somebody in there.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. No, Chris Young did it before in the first inning. It was a single and then a stolen base, left stranded, and Randy Wynn just inside the pillow. And it's like, hey, is there like a secret word that I have to say to get in?
Must have been a lot more than open sesame.
But you know what, though, in a serious note, somebody can get hurt with that door being open like that.
It is a leadoff double for Wynn, his 8th two-base hit of the season, and Fred Lewis takes a strike. And Wynn doubling on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, big mistake right there by Chris Young. Chris would admit that.
Lewis wanting to bunt. Did he go after it? He did. And the third base umpire, Jim Wolf. Take another look.
Oh, that popped out of Nick Hundley's glove. I thought for an instant there, I thought it was just the way he bunted it. Oh, he most definitely went.
Ball and 2 strikes on Fred Lewis. And a strikeout, the first of the game for CY.
Oh, he's got the stealth fastball working. No radar. You can't detect it. You can't see it until it's by you. Oh, just a little tardy there, Lewis. Yeah, see, he can't. They can't pick it up. It's amazing.
But you're really the first baseman tonight. The Giants a little banged up. Renneria is out. He straightened his right hamstring a few games ago. He's missed the last 3 games. And then Juan Uribe is on the bereavement list for an ailing grandfather. They do expect Uribe back tomorrow. Strike 1 on the inner half to Aurelia.
Well, you might be asking yourself at home, Self, why isn't a guy like maybe Rowan in the lineup? How about Nate Schierholtz? Well, these are numbers that we get before every series. Aaron Rowan, 0 for 10 with 4 punchies against Chris Young. Nate Schierholtz, 0 for 9 with 7 punchies. How do you like them apples?
That's when the advanced scout definitely comes into play, and that'll help make your lineup. Who to leave in, who to leave out.
X9 creeping into the bag. They're keeping Randy Wynn maybe just a step, maybe a half step closer.
Wynn is 6 of 7 in stolen base attempts on the year. He led off the inning with a double. He's there with 1 out and 0-1 count on Rich Aurelia.
See David Eckstein, he's almost acting as if he's a first baseman almost at second base.
Well, he's holding him there.
Yeah.
Peeling off when.
And with that said, you know why, I would think, logically looking at it, on the ground, Rich Aurelia is the guy who pulls the ball.
Going to pull the ball to the left side,
In
right?
the outfield, he can go the other way. That's why Scott Harrison is playing on the second base side. So David Eckstein, once Chris Young kicks, he enables himself enough time to get back to his position at second base to where he would originally start to play when the pitch was thrown.
And helps keep Wynn a lot closer to the base.
Sure.
For 2 good reasons. Wynn, who can run, perhaps trying to steal third, or base hit to the outfield,
right.
Try to keep him from scoring. 0-2 again. Did he go? Yes, he did. Back-to-back strikeouts, 2 away in the Giants' second.
Well, Chris Young not out of the woods yet, but doing some spectacular pitching in the first inning, and now here in the second, does he go? Oh, you betcha he does, on the slider, down and away. There's no question he went on that.
Here's Emmanuel Burris, the second baseman. On 1. We have first base open. The pitcher due up next. Zito. But Burris has been much better from the other side of the plate. Bounces that right back to the mound. And for the second consecutive inning, he works around a guy at second with nobody out. Giants fail to score again.
Hey kids,
Be at Petco Park when we take on the Chicago Cubs Sunday, May 24th at 1:05 and get a Padres batting helmet.
All kids 14 and younger receive a Padres batting helmet presented by U.S. Bank and can run the bases after the game. Visit Padres.com for tickets. Great series for Kuz against the Reds.
Boy, Zito fired some first pitch strikes in this game. First pitch, change up. Back with a heater.
Scott Hairston's home run in the first, the only run so far in this game. Kuz, Headley, and Hundley in the San Diego second. That's inside. Tried the inside corner again and missed, and it goes to a full count on Kuzminoff.
We mentioned in the pregame show talking about Kevin Kuzminoff using the whole field, a heavy dose of stuff on the inside part of the plate when Zito was ahead and soft stuff early.
Soft little roller out to Burris. The second baseman fumbled it a bit, but kept possession and throws out Kuzminoff. Who's retired, and it'll bring up Headley.
Looks like you got tied up on an off-speed pitch. That's a curveball on the inside part of the plate. You could see his body language. He looked like he, rather than trying to spin on that, trying to get the hands through first and going the other way. But with the lefty pitching, that ball coming into him got jammed.
Breaking ball strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Chris Young has thrown a first pitch strike to all 8 Giants hitters so far in the game. And Zito has thrown a first pitch strike to every Padres hitter with the exception of Kuzminoff. These two tangled in San Francisco back on April 22nd, and he threw 7 scoreless innings. There's paint right there, and that's the second strikeout for Zito.
But just when you're looking in or looking for something soft, what does Zito do? See, this is what makes him effective. That ball looks like it maybe even had a little bit of cut at the end, catching that outside corner. So as a right-handed hitter, curveball in, change up, curveball fast, bang. Away. Frozen pizza.
Check swing by Nick. The appeal denied by first base umpire Field and Culbreth.
All hit no field in Culbreth. I've always liked that one.
Nick hits it deep to center. Velez racing back. Hundley, third of the year. That's his first at bat since winning the game in the 16th inning on Saturday night / Sunday morning. 2-0 Padres.
Home runs off the shillelaghs of the Friars tonight. And, quite honestly, as soon as this ball was struck, I didn't think it was going to get it out of the ballpark. 396 to center field. And there's that magic number we were talking about, 2. Does this ball actually, see if the ball changes directions a little bit? No?
Just got over to center, but it was enough. Work gets under it, high fly right center. And Randy went under it. And for the second straight inning, a 2-out solo home run for the Padres. This one from Hundley, whose previous at bat was in the 16th inning Saturday night. This one he sends deep. The Giants are a game over 500 coming in tonight. Coming off back-to-back 90-plus loss seasons in 07 and 08. They've never had 3 straight 90-loss seasons. And a very long history going back, of course, to their New York days. You said it a bit ago. It's still strange, I'm sure, for Padre fans to look and see Bruce Bochy as a Giant.
It is, and it's a guy who is a great baseball guy. He knows the X's and O's. Great with the media, great with the fans. Players love him.
Well, 2-0 Padres on the home runs from Hairston and Hundley. Zito fouls it, no balls, 2 strikes. So Chris Young has thrown a first pitch strike. 9 Giants hitters the first time through the order. Wow, 31 pitches, 25 for strikes.
Yeah. Well, you will see a lot of foul balls, right?
Like that?
Uh-huh. Especially when CY is up in the zone. Ahead in the count and up in the zone later in the count. And they want to try to at least foul it off to get a better pitch.
His third strikeout, 1 out in the third. Back to the top of the order. Eugenio Velez, the center fielder. He led off the game with a base hit and stole second, but was stranded there. And for the first time tonight, CY falls behind a hitter. Velez, a switch hitter, does not have a base hit from the right side this year. In fact, only 3 at-bats right-handed. All of his base hits have come from this side of the plate, left-handed. Two and one. Padres and Giants opening up this 3-game series tonight. Line past Kuzminoff and into left. Cut off by Headley. Almost looked like a replay of how he started the game. One out single for Velez. Hey, come break the bank at Sequan Casino through June 15th for your share of $300,000 in cash.
Well, with one out, and we know that Velez has got some speed. He stole a base in the first inning, but down 2-0. Let's see if Bruce Bochy sends him on his way.
Well, since that day in Colorado when Dexter Fowler stole the 5 bases in the first 4 innings, we definitely are seeing Chris Young trying things to keep runners closer. Holding the ball longer, spinning, throws to first. Shortening that stride on occasion to try to mix it up a little bit.
Runners get a little antsy over there at first base, especially if they've got the green light to go. So holding the ball longer, maybe make them commit a little earlier. Maybe get them on their front foot, and then you throw over to first base, and next thing you know, he's picked off.
Velez's stolen base in the first was his first of the year. First attempt as well. CY hesitating, now pitching. I think there's a case right there where holding the ball, if Velez was going, I think it held him up there.
Did not get a good jump or a good read. Roberto Kelly, the first base coach. Looks like he's going over the signs with his base runner as Tim Flannery flashes the signs from third base. I'll tell you what, Roberto Kelly looks like he could still play. You talk about a guy in great shape. Oh my gosh, Flan looks like he could still turn 2.
He hit Franzen.
I heard that one all the way up here, and it didn't sound like it hit back. Ooh. Was that one of those that pinched his bottom? Oh, it looks like he got the bottom hand, huh?
Left wrist area.
Oh.
Franzen looks like a guy who's probably going to go back to the minor leagues tomorrow when Juan Uribe comes back off the bereavement list. Two on, one out. Sandoval up. He rips one to center field. Hairston retreating, spinning, backpedaling, and makes the grab. Tagging the lead runner. Velez will go to third, and the throw comes into second base. Well, the way Scott was tracking that ball, I don't know if he was going to get there, but backpedaling was able to make the play.
You're right, his initial move, I thought that ball had a chance, and you think Sandoval likes that pitch up above the the shoulders. Well, Scott Hairston makes up the difference, backpedaling. Now 2 outs, runners at the corners. That's a big out.
The tying runs are on base for Benji Molina. Hopped out to short his first time up. And leads the Giants with 8 home runs and 30 runs batted in. He stepped to third, looked the first move from CY. Another one of those things in the repertoire now to try to keep the runner at first in this instance. In the air to center, coming in Hairston.
Oh, he lost it.
Does he see it? He does, and makes the catch.
Wow.
For a moment, his hands out at his side, but he locates it to end the inning. And the Giants strand 2 more.
of my thumb.
Mexican restaurants and their new location, Lolita's at the Park, just across from Petco. By MTS. Save gas, save money. Ride MTS to Petco Park. For more information, log on to www.sdmts.com. And by Ron Baker's Chevrolet, your home for the Silverado Superstore. Barry Zito has gotten the least amount of run support in Major League Baseball coming into the start. And as of now, our statistician Mike Trussell tells me the Giants are 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position so far tonight. He has received a total of 9 runs of offense in his 7 starts on the season coming in. Zito. Facing Chris Young, 2 balls, no strikes. Fouled out of play, right side, 2-2. Grounded to the left side and scooped up by Sandoval. He's out by a step and a half. Hey fans, get your mobile phones ready. It's time for Win Every Day in May, presented by Hawaiian Airlines. Text DRINK and your full name to 269-411 for your chance to win a pair of Hawaiian Airlines tickets or other great prizes now. Hawaiian Airlines, America's #1 airline for quality and performance.
What's that word again?
Drink.
Okay.
Get to it. Brian Giles takes a strike. You're all about the H2O tonight. Loving that water.
Yeah, I'm cleansing. I want to cleanse.
Low to Bryant.
The one thing I've noticed about Barry Zito, he goes from the extreme third base side of the rubber. Right-handed hitter or left-handed hitter. As you can see, as long as that push-off foot is in contact with the rubber. As a right-handed hitter, it looks like he's coming right at that front hip. As a left-handed hitter, you can get that angle straight at the outside corner.
Right back to Zito, who reaches downfield and throws out Giles.
Glove save and a beauty. Zito is the type of pitcher who is always in decent fielding position, as that ball finds his glove nicely. Sometimes you just stick the glove out there and the ball will find it.
Two down for David Eckstein. He popped out to short in the first inning. This lack of run support for Zito this year really is a carryover from last season, believe it or not. The Giants scored 2 runs or less in 19 of his 32 starts a year ago. But if you look at last season for Zito, he was 10-17 and had a 5.15 ERA. That's to right field, and Randy Wynn scoots to make the play. And the Padres go down in order for the first time. We played 3, 2-0 Padres. Top of the 4th inning. That means it's time for our Aflac trivia question for this evening. Aflac! Who was the first male Ivy League athlete to be named the Conference Rookie of the Year in 2 sports?
That's too easy, isn't it?
For most Padre fans, probably so. But sometimes we got to have some softballs out there. Answer coming up just a bit later.
Hey, our guy's back in the house.
How you doing, Governor?
Fritz Healy is that gentleman's name, and season ticket holder since '02. Very proud Padre fan. He's got a collection of over 40 hats. Tonight he is sporting the bowler. You guys see the Thomas Crown Affair? Remember the last scene when all the guys are dressed in the suits with the bowler hats?
In the right center field, Randy Wynn is his second hit. It's cut off by Giles.
I have to admit, Mr. Healy, you have one great collection of hats. Over 40 hats he's got. I love the bowler. And you know what? That might be my next purchase.
We're going to get to see a lot of these hats, I assume, over the summer. Well, leadoff man is on for the 3rd time in 4 innings now for the Giants. Here's Fred Lewis, the left fielder. There goes Wynn, wasting no time. And Hundley unable to hang on to it. And Randy Wynn steals his 7th base of the season.
Not the best jump from Randy Wynn. He doesn't have blazing speed, but Nick Hundley, let's check it out. A very catchable ball for Nick, but he just could not make the transfer.
For Randy Wynn, his 200th career stolen base. Two 2-0 on Lewis, who fanned his first time up. Behind that one, 2-1.
I always love the reaction. Remember the reaction we got last time with It was Lewis when he struck out. Remember?
Yeah, shook his head.
Kind of shaking his head. How do I not catch up to that fastball?
Two and 2.
86. That ball looked like it had a little bit of a run on it. Away. Watching this ball kind of runs just a little bit. And Lewis can't catch up. Actually, it looked like he was out in front of that one just a little bit. No reason to speed up his bat or get cute, right? Try and throw breaking stuff up there. If you can't catch up to the heater, keep giving it to him.
Keep bringing it, huh? Two nothing Padres, top of the 4th. And a look at second base. Lewis sends it to right field. Giles going back and makes the running catch on the warning track. Wynn will tag and easily go to third. One away. And a productive out for Lewis, who does advance the runner. That sent Giles all the way to the track.
And he went down, he threw him a breaking ball, and I couldn't tell where Nick Hundley was set up on that one, but that one catching a lot of the strike zone down and in, and Lewis just dropping the head on that one. This is also the time of the night where it's kind of tough maybe for outfielders to pick up that baseball. It's dusk, the balls are rubbed up with that mud.
The twilight time.
Yep.
Rhea strikeout victim in the second. Foul tip, strike one.
First pitch slider. Watch the tilt. Straight down. Sometimes when a pitcher has a great release on that, great rotation, you see that little red dot.
Win over at third with one out. 2-0 Padres, top of the 4th. Hairston and Hundley with solo home runs for San Diego. It drops down and away, 2-1. Rich Aurelia, who began his major league career with the Giants in '95, and has returned to San Francisco. Spent a little time with the Friars in 2004. 51 games with San Diego that year. And hit .254. Seattle, San Diego, and Cincinnati in between his two stints with San Francisco. Two to Aurelia. Got him. Kind of a chase that one, high and tight. Let's see why I record strikeout number 4.
And as soon as Rich Aurelia swung at this, he's like, oh, what am I doing swinging at that? Up around the letters. He wants that one back. That's pitched by CY.
Second baseman Emmanuel Burris.
You know, I just saw Chris look in the dugout and he kind of shook his head no. And I'm just, speculating.
Pitcher batting next, whether they're going to
maybe put
him on here.
Hey,
pitch around him.
Sometimes the manager or pitching coach will look at, hey, you want to pitch around him, you want to put him on. I can only guess. I'm not saying that's the case, but with the situation here, 2 outs, number 8 spot, it might have been something that was relayed to Chris.
2-0. Burris bounced one back to Young in the second inning. intentionally or not. He's gotten it to 3-0. Kind of has the looks of pitching around him here. Yep, now they're just going to put him on. That'll be an intentional pass to Burris to bring up Zito.
Have you ever heard of a pitcher's, or I'm sorry, take that back, a catcher's balk? You know what a catcher's balk is?
Catcher's balk. Yeah, that's when during the intentional walk they step out too soon.
Exactly. The rule book states that the catcher cannot leave the catcher's box, which is chalked off, until the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. Now, he had 1 foot out. I mean, it's one of those. It's one of those rules.
It's a judgment deal. Yeah,
they really don't.
You've really got to be blatant to.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't think I've ever seen that call. Have you?
I don't think. No, I've never seen it called.
But it's in the rule book. You're right. Yeah. Fouled back by Zito. He struck out swinging in the third. Runners at the corners with 2 down. Punches it foul, 0-2.
Velez needs to tuck in his jersey and his breeches.
2 outs on deck. He's got a 2 for 2 night so far. He'd like a chance here in the Giants' fourth. Fifth strikeout for CY. And the Giants are now 0 for 11 tonight with runners in scoring position, and they've stranded 6. Bottom of the fourth. Let's answer the Aflac trivia question for tonight. Again, the question: who was the first male Ivy League athlete to be named the Conference Rookie of the Year in 2 sports? The answer: Chris Young. In basketball and baseball.
And I asked him one time on the charter, I said, hey, if you were playing baseball, what would you be doing? He goes, I'm probably playing forward for the Sacramento
basketball?
Kings.
Yeah, playing hoops. First pitch strike to Hairston. Now with a 10-game hitting streak after the home run to left in the first inning. The only 2 San Diego hits are the home runs by Hairston and Hundley. 2 runs, 2 San Diego hits. No runs, 4 San Francisco hits. The Giants have stranded 6 on base. Padres have not left a runner on base. Hairston, Adrian, and then Kuzminoff in the San Diego fourth. Off the end of the bat, punches it to right. Randy Wynn plays it on the bounce. Hairston 2 for 2, and he singles on the 0-2 pitch.
You're talking about protecting. That was definitely a ball, but Scott Harrison, he can't sit back and take the chance of that being called a strike. And that ball, wow, bounced really close into Randy Wynn. I don't know whether he got a bad read off the bat, but that's a knock for Scott Hairston.
Adrian in the first inning grounded out to short. Still leading the major leagues with 15 home runs. San Diego has the leadoff man on base for the first time in the game. Strike call. Our comparison brought to you by Marvin K. Brown, San Diego's newest Mitsubishi dealer. The Giants as a team have 20 total home runs. In fact, 8 of those from Molina. And Adrian 15 by himself. Moves back from that one inside. This is certainly not a Giants team that's going to hit a bunch of home runs. They knew that going in.
Yep. It happened last year, too. Lack of power. We mentioned in the pregame show how the biggest deficit this year for the Giants coming back and winning a game was 2 runs. It'd be nice to see the Padres add a little insurance. And I know we're only in the bottom of the 4th inning, but once again, Zito, no support. Somebody's not making the payments.
Yeah, last year, Zito in his first 9 starts of the year, the Giants scored a total of 11 runs. There goes the runner. Hairston throw to second well late. 4th steal and 4 attempts on the season for Scott Hairston.
Now we'll see how Zito pitches to Adrian Gonzalez as he gets a good jump from the left-hander. Looked like Scotty was going on the first move. No chance. Was there a little tomfoolery going on there? Was he trying to push him off the bag?
Ken Herbeck.
Yeah.
Push there. (3-1) to Adrian. Take a look at the end of the steal. Franzen
he's trying to wedge his glove in between the foot and.
He did pop off there for a second, and Scott's like, hey.
Yeah.
They gave him a smile and a tap. Rags, Dave Righetti. Giants pitching coach. 2 on, nobody out for Kuzminoff.
No.
First pitch off speed, strike 1. Kevin grounded out to the right side, his first time up tonight. Well, coming into this inning with the home runs being the only base hits for the Padres. This inning, the only time Zito's worked from the stretch tonight. He's 0-2. Who's right side? Diving stop. Burris flipped to second. Out to first. Safe.
Wow.
What an incredible diving stop by Burris, and he and Franson almost turned one of the most remarkable double plays you'll see. But I think we're going to have an argument by Black saying that was he on the bag at second base?
I think that's a valid argument because that was my first reaction. I don't think Franson was in contact with the bag when he received the ball from Burris. It is a tag. It is a forced play at second base. Let's take a look. I think this ball was ticketed for right field. Oh, very close. Very close. I think he had it, huh? Tough?
That's close enough that you're never going to not get that call if you're the defense.
The reason why I think Buddy might be arguing that is because the throw wasn't exactly on line. If it's a throw that draws the player away from the bag, then I think you have a legitimate right. If it's a ball that's right at the chest, they'll give that phantom tag a little bit of leeway.
But what a play by Burris.
Oh, yeah.
Now, otherwise, it's bases loaded or probably Hairston scoring on that ball if he gets into right field. Instead, first and third, one out. It's still 2-0, and a breaking ball is a strike. 0-1 to Chase Headley.
Well, that's a good yacker. When he can control that.
Jammed him, popped up behind the plate, and out of play. Chase called out on strikes in the second. He saw 3 pitches on the paint in that second inning. Nino's gotten ahead of Headley 0-2. And hit him. Breaking ball got the back foot. Dead ball. You saw Hairston coming down the line thinking perhaps wild pitch, but it hit Chase, so the bases will be loaded. Hit him on the knee, perhaps. So.
Yeah, the back knee.
That's the 6th batter hit by Zito on the year, most in the National League. Well, they're loaded up for Nick Hundley, who has homered in his last 2 at-bats. First at-bat tonight was in the second. His previous at-bat was in the 16th inning against the Reds on Saturday night. Sends out to shallow right. Wynn coming in, makes the catch. Bluffing a tag, Hairston, the throw home cut off. Well, Hundley swinging at the first pitch, flies to right.
And you know what? I think Nick wants that back. Why? Because bases loaded. He just hit a guy. That's a first pitch breaking ball of some sort. And yeah, I think you could see the frustration on Nick's face, saying that, you know what? I wish I had taken that pitch. That's not the pitch I want to swing if I'm going to be swinging first pitch.
Strike one to Burke.
A high strike, Campio.
Popped out to right in the second inning. Nothing at 2. Padres hitting just 118 this season as a team with the bases loaded. Blocked by Molina. Bases loaded, 2 down in the San Diego 4th. Gets jammed, rolls it out to Franson. The flip ends the inning. And this time it's the Padres that strand the base runners, a total of 3. Top of the order coming up for the Giants.
Mid-game recap was brought to you by Murray Lamper Construction. If you need to remodel your home, there's only one company to call, folks. The one that does my remodeling. Oh, yeah, kitchen, addition, they did it all. Murray Lamper Construction. Log on to murraylampert.com. Tell Greg Cantor my grind sent you.
My grind. CY faces the top of the Giants order in the fifth. Velez leading off. Who has singled twice.
Since we were on the subject of hats earlier, Velez should wear a fill in the blank.
Is he playing a little match game here?
Yeah, Gene Rayburn.
Puts it in the air to left field. Headley moving towards the line, makes the catch. You should wear a fez.
Yeah, Velez should wear a fez.
Oh, you love the word games. Fez like a Shriner.
Right.
Franson flying to right in the first and was hit by a pitch in the third.
Love those quick outs, huh?
You're getting the leadoff man. Because the leadoff man had reached 3 times already tonight for the Giants. Out of play right side. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh,
ooh, that got Hundley.
Look at Paulie Navarro. He's right on things, isn't he?
He even motioned to Bud, right shoulder.
Yeah, well, you know, it's got that little pad, but look at where this foul tip gets him. It gets him on the regular chest protector, I think, but on the right shoulder. Like the shoulder, like the collarbone area, it looks like. Yeah, oh, collarbone. Ow.
Bud and Paul came out for just a moment. Yeah, that's padding, and that's all good and well. But a straight shot like that to the collarbone?
Yeah.
Ready again in the 2-2. We'll count on Franson. He's a native of the Bay Area, born in San Jose. Back went to San Jose State. Lines one right field. Giles retreating, backpedaling, and hauls it in. Avalanche heating and cooling. Your comfort is our priority. Look at fewest extra base hits this season. Of their 4 hits tonight, 1 has gone for extra bases. The Randy Wynn double leading off the second. 94 extra base hits for the Giants. You know, the Florida Marlins, they got off to, what was it, an 11-1 start?
They were on fire, yep. You know what that means when I look at that graphic? You have to string together a lot of singles and maybe mix in an extra base hit here and there. Not a lot of home runs for the Gigantes this year.
Marlins, by the way, 3 games now under 500. They lost tonight to Arizona. 2-0 on Sandoval. And out in front, 2 balls and a strike. Mets lead the Dodgers 3-1 in the third. I don't know if you saw the end of the game last night between those teams, with the Mets absolutely gift-wrapped one for LA last night.
You know, I watched that one in the 9th inning.
Went to extras. Ryan Church missed third base when scoring.
No.
In the 10th for the Mets. Dodgers appealed. Run came off the board. And then a throwing error at the plate ended the game. And a walk to Sandoval with 2 outs. You know, you look at the numbers, the Dodgers offense without Manny, it's pretty much status quo. They're scoring same amount of runs, batting average, everything's pretty much the same actually without Manny Ramirez. But they're 6-5 without him, and it's taken wins in their last 2 games to get over 500
I wonder what
since losing him.
Not that there's any direct correlation, but I wonder what the pitching has been like without Manny in the lineup. What their ERA is, earned runs over the course of that stretch. Because if they're still hitting, as far as batting average is concerned, right?
But there has to be a psychology tied to it if you're a pitcher. Even if
I'm pitching and Manny's in the lineup on my side, I'm feeling pretty darn good about myself.
Even though,
and don't get me wrong, the other guys are big league hitters, right? Pretty good lineup. I guess my point is one guy doesn't make a lineup, but he sure can help.
Especially that guy, yeah. It's in the air down the right field side. Adrian looking for the stands in the baseball and reaches and makes the catch right along the railing. Molina fouls out. A walk and a man left. Giants have stranded at least 1 man on base in every inning, and have now left on 7. Adrian
Sunday, June 7th. Julio Iglesias is going to be at Valley View Casino under the stars. How romantic. Your girl will get a rose when they come to the... I said a rose. Anyway, experience the great food, the gourmet food in the concert area, or go to the buffet. Maine lobster, king crab, sushi. Pinch yourself. You are not dreaming. San Diego's best buffet is at Valley View Casino. Why can't we just get along?
What is that, a daisy?
It's not a rose.
I can tell it's not a rose.
When you ask for a rose, you should get a rose. In fact, you know what? Here's my thought for the day. Stop and smell the roses. Will you? Please?
That's a good one. Please do. That's
Seriously.
the way to live it.
I know we're all caught up and got to do this, got to do that. You know, that's all fine and dandy. But stop and smell the roses, will you? And call somebody. One other thing. Call somebody that you've been thinking about and haven't talked to in a few years.
Just say hey.
You'll make their day, and you'll feel very good about yourself. So 2 things you got to do for homework.
Smell the roses.
And get a haircut. Neely, I see you got one already. Happy haircut, by the way.
That's what off days are for, by the way.
See why?
Into right center base hit. There's his 4th hit of the season.
Look at the Clydesdale swing the shillelagh.
You know what? If he's got a hitting spray chart, that's where he likes to go, right center
He
field.
likes to inside out the baseball and stay on it nicely. He does that well. And you know why? I don't know. This is, once again, mark it down on my list of things I'm not. I'm not a
doctor?
Physics guy. But because Chris Young is so tall and the pitches generally are lower on him, is it easier for him to drop the head and stay inside the baseball and take that lower pitch the other way? Just a thought.
In foul ground, Lewis makes the catch. Interesting question.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Because of the physics, because of his height, just dropping the head on the bat. Interesting question.
Okay, Chris Young is tall, right?
Right.
So if the pitch is down, you know, Chris's action is how it's almost like a cricket swing. Do you ever see guys swing the cricket mallet? Now, with that said, going down, his hands come through first, right? And it's easier for the bat to travel behind his hands. And therefore, push the ball that way. It's just a thought.
You know, there's a book, I believe the guy's name is Robert Adair. Mm-hmm. He did a whole book about 15, maybe 20 years ago called The Physics of Baseball.
Right.
I don't know if any of his topics in there cover tall hitters and their batting strokes.
Right.
But that would be worth a look. Eckstein lines it down the left field side. Lewis again. This one in fair territory makes the catch.
I thought that ball was going to rattle around in that left field corner, but great speed by Lewis getting on that one. That was not an easy fly ball. That was a line drive. A medium line drive. And off the right-handed bat, hooking. Hooking a little bit towards that line. He makes it look easy.
Well, he covered some ground in a hurry. Two away for Scott Hairston, who homered in the first and singled in the fourth. He went after the first pitch he saw tonight in the first inning and took it to the second tank in left field. His 5th of the season.
That was a bundle ball. You get it?
Above the Cox sign?
Above the Cox sign. I think it said Cox television, Cox digital, Cox phone. It was the bundle. It was a bundle ball.
Right over the top of that.
Right.
Digital video recorder.
I think that changes, though. I think there are different messages that rotate on that.
It's a rotating board.
Mm-hmm. It's a good way of putting it.
Get the bundle.
That's right. Can't go wrong. You're a friend in the digital age.
3-1 pitch. Way high. Hairston on for a third time. See, it's a digital telephone at that time.
Oh, I see. Well, it's part of the bundle.
Two on, 2 outs for Adrian Gonzalez. Two walks now issued by Zito. Adrian, the recipient of the other walk, is also grounded to short. Pulls it foul to Rick Renneria in the first base coach's box.
Rick just made a friend.
Did Rick shave on the off day? He had the Van Dyke or the goatee, whatever
Did he
you
really?
call it, going for a
I
while.
didn't even notice.
To left field, and Lewis makes all 3 putouts in the inning. A hit, a walk, and 2 men left. Padres have stranded 5 all in the last 2 innings, and we finished 5.
With Friday Fireworks. Enjoy a spectacular fireworks show following every Friday home game.
Next one Friday, May 22nd. Stay after the game for Friday Fireworks, presented by Padres Banking at Bank of America. Get your tickets early and save. A Scott Hairston solo homer in the first. A Nick Hundley solo homer in the second has been all the scoring. 2-0 Padres into the top of the 6th inning.
And you wish the Padres would have at least gotten one more in that 4th inning. They left them loaded. They had a walk. They had a hit batsman, a base hit, a stolen base. But 2-0 winning here in the top of the 6th is looks pretty good for Chris Young.
Randy Wynn tonight, 2 for 2. Doubled in the second and singled and stole a base in the 4th. First pitch strike. See why it's 78 pitches on the night.
Nice slider. First pitch fastball, strike, slider missing for a ball and went right back to the slider. Now to go up the ladder.
Why not? Well, kept it down.
Slider again.
And strikes out Wynn. Getting ready for the first time of the game.
Nice tilt tonight on the slider from Chris Young. That means he's getting up on top of it and good follow through, finishing it off. See Randy Wynn way out in front of that breaking ball.
Lewis has struck out in line to right. 0 for 2. On the play, the Tigers shut out the Rangers 4-0 and ended the Rangers' 7-game winning streak. But also of significance in that game, the winning pitcher, Dontrell Willis. That's his first win since 2007 when he was with the Florida Marlins. Way high. Cardinals shut out the Cubs 3-0. Raul Pinheiro needed just 92 pitches to shut out the Cubs 3-zip. As you see CY at 84 and not 85 missing high. There have been some other fine pitching performances around the major leagues tonight. CC Sabathia got his 4th win of the year for New York, going 7. Wakefield gave up just 1 run in 8 innings for Boston in their 2-1 win over Toronto. But definitely the most significant for me is that win for Dontrell Willis, his first as a Tiger.
Wow.
Tigers gave him a pretty good extension as part of that trade when he came over
Oh,
from Florida.
Yeah. Boy, Fred Lewis is just, I should say Chris Young has just got him beside himself. He has fouled off some pitches, and his reaction is like, my goodness, how can I catch up to that? How can I not square up on that?
They walked him. 1 out free pass. 3rd of the game handed out by CY, though one of those an intentional walk. Brings up Rich Aureli, the first baseman. He struck out swinging each time. Really currently sitting 6th all time on the San Francisco Giants all-time games list, 1,253.
Yeah, he's had a nice little career, Richie really has. Interesting to see if Rich Aureli lays off that high heater that he struck out on last at-bat. Ball 1 was up, ball 2 is up.
So he laid off the first 2. One on, 1 out in the San Francisco 6th. The 2-0. Aureli sits in high, deep, but foul down the left field side.
I love stories like Rich Aureli. Drafted in the 24th round in 1992 by the Texas Rangers. traded to the Giants.
John Burkett.
Yeah.
It's going back a ways.
And Desi Wilson, or he was traded with Desi Wilson, rather, back in 1994, and then a nice career. Into his 14th year in the big leagues.
There goes Lewis, hit hard off. Kuzman off into left field. Lewis will advance to third, and runners are at the corners. Well, a hot smash, and it is a base hit for Rich Aurelia.
Rich Aurelia showing some patience this at bat. Let's take a look back via the Carl's Jr. pitch track. Remember, laying off the high fastball, ball one, ball two, okay. Hitters count. This one out in front just a little bit, and then that one down about belt buckle high, and off the glove, a hot smash down to third base of Kevin Kuzminoff. And with that carom not going directly to somebody, Lewis goes all the way to third base.
Well, they're at the corners with one out, and Emmanuel Burris. Who's without an error this season. This was a tough chance. Scored a base hit.
That's one of those in-between hops. Hit to his left. Ball that was scalded.
Strike call, 1-1. Burris hit his second, bounce one back to the mound. And he was intentionally walked after the count got to 3-0 in the fourth.
And if you're looking for a double play, Burris tough to double up. He's only grounded into one double play this year in 130 at bats.
Blocked by Hundley, nicely done in front of the plate. Keeping Aurelia at first.
That ball came up perfectly into the chest protector of Nick Hundley. Watch his technique. Recognize ball in dirt, down on the knees. Glove out in front. Nicely done.
Very high, 3-1. Hundley out to the mound. You do have the pitcher due up next. Mike Burke up from San Diego. Strike, 3-2. Andy Meadows starts to loosen in the Giants bullpen.
Oh, that's a strike and a dandy. Well, Burris thought that was ball four, but no, that's right there.
If they want to start Aurelia or not. Does not go. Slapped at third. Kuz, gloves, out at second to first. Save and a run scores. Almost got the double play to get out of the inning. For Burris, he gets his 7th run batted in. And the Padres were within an eyelash of getting through the inning.
It seemed like it was the perfectly hit ball to get out of the inning with the speedy burst from the left side. Another hot smash down to third. It was just a little bit on the transfer from Kuz. Oh, man. See that little bit of daylight there between ball and glove on the transfer. Yeah, he was safe.
Yep. Good call.
Yep.
Cito swings at the first pitch and sends a fly ball to Headley. Giants get on the board. They get a run on a hit and leave a man. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Kuz will lead off when we come back. Enjoy a doubleheader at Petco Park Tuesday, June 2nd, as the Padres single-A team, the Lake Elsinore Storm, take on the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes beginning at 2:30. And after the first game, the Padres take on the Philadelphia Phillies at 7:05. You can visit Padres.com to get your tickets. That's always fun to see the minor league affiliate here at the big league ballpark.
A big treat for those kids, too, you know, to play at the big league venue.
So a one-run game now, and a first pitch breaking ball high from Zito as we're into the bottom of the 6th. Cruz is grounded to second and reached on a fielder's choice. Well, that run scored by the Giants in the top of the inning. The first earned run they've scored off of Chris Young in 20 innings this year. 1-2. Cruz, Headley, and Hundley in the San Diego 6th. Zito's 1-2 pitch. Right in on the hands. Towards the hole, but cheating that way, Franzen. And throws him out. Zito gets the leadoff man. And his left fielder, Chase Headley. Fanned in the second, was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Hairston had a solo homer in the 1st. Hundley a solo shot in the 2nd. Padres had a chance loading the bases in the 4th, but didn't score. Left 2 more on base in the 5th. Giants just getting on the board with a run in the top of the 6th inning. Well, let's not forget the Giants had chances early in the game. In fact, they've left at least one runner on base in every inning tonight. And they've stranded 8 to this point. Nothing. A 4-pitch walk and a 1-out base runner. Third free pass issued by Zito.
And you look at those sequence of pitches for Barry Zito. All of his pitches seem to be up in the zone. Let's see if A, Zito makes an adjustment, and 2, if Hundley takes a pitch. Once again, it might be that first pitch. If it's the size of a CD and it's on a tee, I've never had a problem with a guy going there after that pitch.
Probably won't see a better one the rest of the sequence.
Right.
There goes the runner. Pitch a strike. Close, but Headley gets in with a head-first slide. 5th stolen base of the season for Chase. Good throw by Molina. Burris putting the tag on, and that's going to draw Bruce Bochy out of the dugout. He's going to argue here with second base umpire Gary Cedarstrom.
Well, from the reaction, was that Burris covering on that one?
Yes.
From the reaction of Burris, he was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you called him safe. He goes on first move. Does he get him on the elbow before his hand hits the... He may have been out. He hit it right there. Now, initially, when Burris puts the glove down, he's dragging to get on the ground. He hasn't made contact yet with Hundley, or with Headley. You know what? It's a stolen base in my book.
It's close, but the fact when he started to try to tag, he got the ground first and then came across.
Yep.
Maybe just that illusion cost him right there, even if by the time he got it to the body.
Right.
It was before Headley got to the base, but it goes as a steal for Chase.
And maybe a break for San Diego. How about a knock right here to drive him in? Outfield playing straight away.
Breaking ball strike. 0-2. Home run in the second. Solo shot. He flied out his last time up.
Remember the home run against Cincinnati was a breaking ball.
A hanger.
A hanger. Zito was throwing him a curveball this at bat.
I believe that was a hanging slider from Owings on Saturday night. Then the home run tonight in the second from Zito. Breaking ball. Got out to center.
That looked like a hanging changeup, maybe.
I think it was. Cambio instead?
Yeah. That Rosetta Stone is working out nicely for you. Cambio?
I'll pick a few things up from you now and then. Left side, deep short. Franson just eats it. It'll be an infield hit for Hundley, but Headley has to remain at second.
Nice heads up play by Chase Headley. Freezing as that ball is hit to the left side. If it goes through, chances are he goes to third, but that's the smart play because he doesn't want to get caught in a pickle between second and third with one out. Freeze. Franzen makes the glove-handed play and then back to the bag safely.
At too many times, you'll see a guy turn that into an easier play for the shortstop by letting him make a throw to third base.
Absolutely.
And getting it out. And making the bad base running play, but Chase did not fall for that there. And here's Chris Burke with 2 on, 1 out. Pop to right. Into an ending fielder's choice. Shortens up and takes outside. Pitcher spot is due up next. A spin by Zito with Burris coming in behind Headley. Edgar Gonzalez has come into the on-deck circle. In foul ground for the first baseman, Aurelia, with room. 2 down. And Edgar will bat here for Young. So CY's night is finished after 6 innings. Bochy pops out. Overshadowed in the 6-5 win in 16 innings Saturday night. Edgar Gonzalez's pinch hit home run in the 7th inning of that game.
I think that's what the big ragu, Dave Rigetti, is going over a scouting report. They know that Edgar Gonzalez can hit the fastball. And one mistake with the fastball means a 3-run shot possibly. So, in Zito tonight, he's throwing some guys first pitch changeups a few times. This might be the perfect situation to start off Edgar with an off-speed pitch. In fact, I'm banking on it.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
And Dave Rigetti back to the dugout, and let's see what Barry Zito comes up with for Edgar on the first pitch. Sharply to third, scoop by Sandoval to second. Sharply hit ball by Edgar. He didn't get the breaking ball. 2 stranded by San Diego. They've now left 7. The end of 6. 2-1 Padres. Satisfy both with Sequan Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet now for only $10. This game heads into the 7th inning, 2-1 San Diego. And the new Padres pitcher, right-hander Greg Burke.
Well, Greg Burke made a name for himself as a late inning pitcher, 7th inning, possibly 8th, who knows. But the numbers are great at 2009 Portland. Opponent's batting average of 148. Nice sinker, hard sinker from Burke. Slider and a changeup. Got a pretty good idea. And to quote Darren Balsley, the pitching coach, when I mentioned Greg Burke, got a good head on his shoulders. Got a great idea what he's doing out there.
Burke made his major league debut here on Saturday against the Reds. 1 scoreless inning with 1 strikeout his line.
And Chris Young, good night in the big leagues for the right-hander. Only 1 earned run, 6 solid innings.
5 hits, 3 walks, 1 was intentional and struck out 6.
You know, the one thing that sticks out, Mark Neely, is that on Chris Young's line, he gave up those 5 hits. And there was only 1 hit in each inning except for the 5th.
Top of the order up for the Giants in the 7th. Velez leading off. Couple of hits tonight for Velez. 2 singles. Each time Velez has come up, he's hit the ball the other way to left field.
Well, they're going to have to turn up the notch a little bit, those Giant hitters are, with Greg Burke out there. High 80s, around 90 on that sinker. Oh my gosh, I've got a celebrity look-alike for Greg Burke after this pitch. And now John's just talking his face, so he looks with his hat. Former big leaguer, Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg. Just his face, right there. That's Sandberg all the way.
A little Rhino. Just missing and a full count. The 3-2 pitch to Velez leading off the 7th.
Got him. Gas.
Right after him with the fastball.
He's got a live arm. Good late action on that little 2-seamer also.
Yeah, nice tail on that. It's really got some good movement, doesn't it? Here's Kevin Frandsen, the shortstop. Towards the middle, cut off by Eckstein. 2 down. Frandsen now 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch.
Oh, there's Ryne Sandberg. The guys in the truck working their magic. There's Ryne Sandberg, and then when you take a look at Greg Burke. Let's see. I think more from the side, more like a profile type shot.
First pitch swinging, Sandoval down the left field side, and foul ground. Kuz out of room. It's a couple rows deep. Yeah, more profile than straight on.
Yeah.
Sandoval his first 2 times up. Took the ball to center. Then he walked in the 5th. Two outs, nobody aboard in the Giants' 7th inning. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Padres. 1 run, 5 hits for San Francisco. Left-hander Thatcher heating for the Padres. Up and away, 2-1.
You know what? I just got a message from a friend of mine. He's got a look-alike for Greg Burke. Maybe we should start calling him Puppy Love.
Donnie Osmond?
He said he looks
Really?
like Donnie Osmond a little bit. That's good.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's a little bit country. She's a little bit rock and roll. Was that the worst variety show you've ever seen in your entire life?
But I was young and I watched it.
Seriously.
I can't tell you I remember much about it, except that song.
How about a punch out here? Yes. Wow. See the movement on that?
Incredible.
It was Greg Maddox like.
Back over the middle of the plate, but he'd already given up on it.
And they call it punch out love.
Nice pitch from Burke. Check out fandiego.com for ceiling fans. Go to Fan Diego.
Oh, that's nice. Front row.
With the gloves.
With the glove, cotton candy.
You're assuming that's cotton candy. You're just seeing traces on the
Right.
fingers. Giles laying it down, picked up by Zito, turns, fires, and gets him by a step. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the last of the 7th.
Trying to sneak attack him down the third base line. I cannot remember the last time I saw Brian Giles try to bunt for a base hit.
It has been a while. Maybe one time, I think, this year, and it went foul.
Trying to get on for Eck.
Eck 0 for 3. A little bit low for ball 1. Popped out his first time, his fly to right. Hit the ball well his last time up in the 5th. But the left fielder Lewis tracked it down in the corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Barry Zito had 91 pitches here at the bottom of the 7th. Carries that one in the dirt. So Zito has been economical, pitch count wise.
Once again, Barry Zito not getting any support. He's made some great pitches tonight.
Another one there on the outside corner, 3-2.
He has not let the long ball affect him because in the first inning, 2 outs, bang, long ball. Third out, Adrian. Second inning, 2 outs, long ball. He got the last out.
Down the line and left. Lewis diving. Unbelievable catch by Fred Lewis.
He can cover some serious ground out there. Eckstein went down there last at bat. It wasn't hit as hard, but Lewis times this perfectly. And that ball gets by him. That might be a triple. Nice catch, Lewis. That was beautiful.
Lewis robbing Eckstein. 2 outs here in the 7th.
And I'm sure diving like that can jar a lot of your body. You can see that takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, he slid onto the warning track area. You see that on the jersey.
Let's watch his head as he bam. And then that right shoulder, and then he'll slip and slide.
And Scott takes a strike. Solo shot in the first, single in the 4th, and walked in the 5th. So a perfect night so far for Hairston. And he's on base for a 4th time. A 2-out base runner.
Well, interesting situation here. With the walk, you've got the bat of Adrian Gonzalez now. How do you pitch him?
Zito tonight has retired him twice and walked him once. Starts him curveball and a rip and a miss.
Big sweeper first pitch.
Wow. Step and throw to first.
When he has that release point down for that curveball, watch out. If he gets that early in the game, it's going to be tough.
That was a nose to toes.
Nice. I like that.
Curveball.
Yes.
12-6 didn't do it justice.
No, nose to toes. Nicely done. Well, Zito, 1/3 of an inning away from going to solid 7. He's only going 7 innings one time. That was against the Padres when he received a no decision back in April. There's a Gonzalez fan wanting a 2-out knock.
Hairston swiped a bag in the 4th. So Zito paying close attention here with 2 outs, and Hairston certainly wanting to get into scoring position here.
Just to give you an idea of the lack of support for Barry Zito, this is his 8th start of the year. 5 times he has received 0 or only 1 run in 5 of those 8.
And like we said earlier, a repeat of last year, especially early in the year when he didn't get run support either. Check swing. Adrian laying off, 2 balls and a strike.
Did you also see Molina behind home plate? That's one of the things you have to worry about when a catcher, a fastball in, throwing behind the hitter and throwing behind the runner at first.
Sneaking it around him and
better watch out for that
snapping it.
pickoff. Yep. Oh, look at him fish eyeing him down there. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. 2-1. Just missing near the high part of the zone. 3 balls and a strike. More activity in the Giants' pen, and you've got Kuzminoff on deck. Let's see if Adrian gets anything to hit here on 3-1.
Breaking ball. This looks like a shorter breaking ball. That's not the nose to toes curveball. That almost had like a slur of action to it. It's a harder breaking ball.
William moves behind the runner, Hairston at first, as Scott will be on the move here with a full count and 2 outs. Back to the curveball there, top foul.
Back to the bigger curveball. Adrian just out in front of it a little bit. So it's a battle between Uni High School and Eastlake.
Another 3-2 from Zito. Broken bat roller, diving stop. Aurelia to the pitcher Zito, who wins the race to the bag. A 2-out walk. A broken bat. A man left on. And Zito has thrown a solid 7 for the Giants. Each team is now stranded 8. It's still 2. To recognize individuals who have served their communities in extraordinary ways. Finalists will represent their team at the 2009 All-Star Game in St. Louis. To nominate yourself for another community All-Star, log on to www.peopleallstars.com and do so by May 22nd. The third Padres pitcher of the game is right-hander Edward Mujica.
I'm going to nominate Edward Mujica.
You are?
Yeah, because he's going to have a solid 8th inning here to hold the Padres to a 2-1 lead. You look at the Giants, it's the heart of the order. It's 4, 5, 6. Boy, Greg Burke really tossed that egg nicely tonight.
An inning for him with 2 strikeouts, 0s otherwise for Burke. Molina, Wynn, and Lewis. First pitch swing and line by Molina to center and caught by Hairston. It was one of those instances, ball kind of right at you, being one of the tough ones to handle, and Scott shifted around a little bit, didn't have to move far, and made the play. One loud out on a hard hit ball.
Yeah, some of those balls knuckle at you in the outfield. That ball looked like it had a little knuckle action.
Mojica's most recent outing was in the 16-inning game Saturday night. He threw a scoreless inning with one strikeout. Actually, everybody pitched on Saturday, so that's pretty safe to say. Couple hits tonight for Randy Wynn. A double in the second, single in the fourth.
You know what was sweet about Jake's complete game Sunday? Not only the outing by the right-hander, but bullpen getting the day off there, and then the day off Monday. So, you know, a little rest and relaxation for the hurlers.
Yeah, that couldn't have worked out any better, could it? Get a 3-game sweep. Get the bullpen 2 days off. Mojica's 0-2 to Randy Wynn. Wynn, a switch hitter, but is hitting about 110 points higher from this side of the plate left-handed than right-handed. Pretty good hack there, and fouls it back. Both teams have 5 hits. Both teams have stranded 8 men on base. And a 1-run lead for San Diego here in the 8th. Only goes out.
Yeah, they want to make sure to be on the same page, especially being ahead in the count 1-2. Bud Black writing down some, let's see, ham, eggs, milk.
Fabric softener.
Yeah. Nice.
Broke his bat, left side in the hole. Sidearm flip, and he beat it out. Burke had to go deep there, and Wynn has his 3rd hit of the game, and the tying run is on.
Yeah, off the bat, you hear broken bat, and then you see grounder to the left side. You think it's all fine and dandy, but because of the positioning, you see Burke was set up maybe a little bit more towards the middle. And the speed of Randy Wynn gets him the base hit.
The Wynn has half of the 6 San Francisco base hits. Lewis 0 for 2 with a walk. He has scored the 1 San Francisco run. Made a couple of very nice defensive plays. One spectacular defensive catch, robbing Eckstein in the last inning.
Heath Bell looking at the lineup with Darryl Ackerfeld's out there in the bullpen. Okay, they're probably talking about, okay, if they get a double play here, and then it'll be 7, 8, 9 next inning. If this guy gets on, it's at least probably going to be towards the bottom of the order, or Velez. She wants a double play.
The right call. At 92, no balls, 2 strikes.
Mojica's got some good fuzz on that fastball. Nice 2-seamer down and away. Peppering that outside corner. I like that.
Got him.
Yes.
Mojica strikes out Lewis, 2 away.
2-seamer down and away. You can't hit that. And then he wants it up. Hundley says, I'll put in an order for a high fastball. And Mojica comes through big time.
Giants first baseman Rich Aurelia singled his last time up, fanned his first 2 trips. All against starter Chris Young. Look by Mujica over at first. Now with 2 outs, I would say the chances of Wynn looking to run go up here.
Mm-hmm. And you know, it really is one of those guys who's got good bat control also. So with the runner on first base and Adrian holding him on, he's been one that could fist one to the other side and hit that hole and create a first and third situation.
It's in the air to right field. Giles, though, looks like he's got a beat on this. He's there. Mujica works around the 1-out infield hit. San Francisco's now stranded 9.
Back out there and sport his stuff. And with that said, Bruce Bochy's got the double barrel working in the Giant bullpen. A righty and a lefty up.
To right field. Run down by Wynn. 1 pitch, 1 out. Kuzmanov flies out. Misha lefty. And right-hander Brandon Metters up in the San Francisco bullpen. "107 pitches from Zito. He has tossed a very nice game here tonight.
He has. As I mentioned, when he took the hill in the first inning, a big key for Barry Zito recently has been getting his secondary pitches over for strikes, and he's thrown changeups early in the count. He's thrown curveballs early in the count, 4 strikes. He has spotted his fastball nicely.
He's walked Headley, hit him with a pitch, and struck him out. Sharply on the ground, right at the shortstop, Franson. 2 gone. And one of the key defensive plays in this game. And the left fielder, Fred Lewis, our Home Depot defensive play. And this involved Eckstein at the plate. Lewis diving. Robbed him right there. Home Depot's doing more on defense play. Home Depot, more saving, more doing. He did it on that play.
How you doing? You're right.
Only 2 for 3. Putting a solo shot.
You know what that does to a pitcher psychologically when guys make plays like that behind you?
It's got to be a big boost.
Oh, my goodness. You take your chances. You say to yourself, you know, if I can keep the ball in the yard, I'll give up some hits here and there. But if I get them in range of my defense to where they can at least try to get a glove on it like Lewis did there, let your defense work.
Two pretty good defensive teams here. Both come in with .988 fielding percentages. Both top 5 in the National League in defense. 2-1. Multi-hit game again tonight for Nick. That's 4 multi-hit games for him already in the month of May, over his 11 starts this month. Two and two. Zito gets him looking. Padres go down in order. That's going to set the stage for the ninth. Burris, then a pinch hitter in Velez. Here comes Heath Bell. 2-1 San Diego going to the ninth. Padres are well represented in St. Louis on July 14th, and fans who vote at least 20 times receive a special ticket offer. So visit Padres.com today and vote often. Heath Bell takes over.
Well, the ever so famous lyrics of Jerry Reed, when you hot, you hot. Well, Heath Bell, 9 for 9 in save opportunities. Opponents only hitting 140 off Heath. Tied for third in the National League with those 9 saves. And like we said earlier, you know, when he was warming up in the bullpen talking with Darryl Ackerfeld, they were going over the lineup. He's got 8-9-1 here for the Giants.
Burris leading off, and the switch hitter takes a strike.
Oh, that's 95.
Hello.
Yeah.
Big hop to Kuz. The stretch in the foul ground by Adrian. 2 pitches, 1 out. The pitcher spot due up. They had Scherholtz in the on-deck circle, but now he's gone back to the dugout, and Aaron Rowan has come out.
You know, I was thinking if they get a runner on, that's maybe a chance for a bloop and a blast type now. You know, with 1 out, Rowan is a guy who can run into one.
Tie it up. They're thinking, I'm sure, right here. So it will be Rowan as the pinch hitter. He's hit 3 out on the season. Going after that first one.
Gosh, that ball gets up on you quickly. That's 95 at you, right off the bench. You know, this game of baseball is a tough game as it is already. Getting 4 or 5 at-bats, trying to hit.
Coming off the bench and seeing that.
Yep.
0-2. Heath trying to save it for CY. Trying to give Chris Young his first win since his second start of the season, which came against the Giants here on April 12th. Foul down the right field side. CY won his first 2 starts of the year. In his last 6 starts, 4 no decisions and 2 losses. The 0-2. Somehow got a piece of that to foul it back. Heath appeared on the Jim Rome show today. Rome is burning on ESPN this afternoon.
Hitting the big time, huh?
Had him out here early for national television. Strikes him out, 2 down. Going to that breaking ball.
Well, after trying to catch up to the 95 heat, now he throws one with a wrinkle in it. That's 84. Good luck. Trying to protect with 2 strikes.
Giants down to their final out. Here's Velez in the top of the order. He singled his first 2 times up. Since then, he's flied out and struck out. First pitch strike, curveball.
That's a strike. High thigh area.
Honda Dealer pregame show on at 6:30 tomorrow. Easy on gas, easy on the planet. Stop by one of our 9 dealerships today. Jonathan Sanchez against Chad Godin. Game 2 of the 3-game series tomorrow night. 1-1 pitch. Giants down to their final strike. And the Padres a strike away from their 4th consecutive win. Got him looking, and Heath gets his 10th save. And the Padres take the opener of the series with the Giants 2-1. The 10th one-run win for the Padres this year. That's the most in the National League.
He just froze him with a fastball after throwing him off-speed pitches in the at-bat. Curveball.